You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob, and this video we're going to talk about Season 1 of The Leftovers, a new HBO television series not originally produced by them. They've actually picked this one up from Warner Brothers, one of the first shows, or actually I think the first show they've ever done that with. And this show is based on a book. Of course, a lot of shows and movies lately have been based on books. And the gentleman who wrote the book is named Tom Perrotta, and the name of the book is The Leftovers. And I don't know too much about this. I've never read the book. I have seen the previews on HBO and things like that. They've got a fine cast in line, including Liv Tyler. And it looks very interesting. Now, it seems to be about the Rapture. While it hasn't really said that per se, you know, people disappearing randomly in thin air is Rapture-ish. So, and after that, a lot of things seem to go haywire. Cults begin. People seem to doubt their faith. People are broken, are broken apart. Families are torn apart. Some people are just completely fall into a depression. Suicide ensues. And all of this is supposed to take place while the rapture happens worldwide, according to the story. The focus of the show is in a town called Mapleton, New York. And that's pretty much more or less what I know so far. It looks very interesting, and I definitely want to see it. So, of course, if there's a show I'm going to watch, I'm going to start reviewing it. And that show starts this Sunday, I believe, at 9 p.m. on HBO. So Sundays are going to be a pretty busy day for me because I'll have Falling Skies and I'll have now The Leftovers. So, again, I don't know what else to expect. I've never read the book. Looks like a good cast. Looks very compelling. I do know some snippets here and there of things that I've heard and some other articles that I've read trying to do research. But for the most part, unless you read the book, it's pretty hush-hush. All I know is it takes place in the small town Rapture event. There seems to be a cult of people that dress in white that seem to provoke other people into not forgetting the events that happen. So very, very interesting storyline so far. There have been many different stories or movies or shows that have tried to discuss or portray the rapture. Left Behind is one of them. I've never seen that one, but there's two versions. There's a version that was a strictly Christian movie that starred Kirk Cameron, and now there's one being in the works for a full-fledged movie starring Nicolas Cage. And that is based on, yet again, another book that is a fairly long series. And that's another one I know very little of, but I know that amongst Christian people and people who are very religious, it seems to be fairly popular. It's also, from what I heard, pretty graphic in terms of some of the events that take place, because it not only talks about the rapture, and this is Left Behind, the book, but it also discusses the aftermath leading up to many, many different things. Demons, angels, the beast and things like that. So whether or not this series goes that route, I don't know. I don't get that feeling, but who knows? Who knows where it goes? Because, again, I've never read the book. I know very little about the show other than what I've seen, but it'll be interesting to watch. I always thought the Rapture was a very, very interesting event from the Bible, or event that's been spoken about from a religious standpoint. And, whether or not you're a believer or not, that's not a big deal here. I'm not trying to convey religion on anyone, and I wish that nobody else conveys religion on myself or anyone else for that matter. But it's a show that I'm very interested in watching, and I'll definitely be doing reviews on it. And I think that it has potential, when you have a cast like they have. And let's just look over that real quick because I have the list here. So, as I said, Liv Tyler. And she's going to be playing a character named Meg Abbott. Justin Theroux is playing Kevin Garvey, and I think I pronounced that wrong. I'm not sure. Amy Brenneman is playing Laurie Garvey. From what I understand, well, obviously the last names are the same, but I do know that those two are supposed to be a married couple. Christopher Eccleston is playing a gentleman named Matt Jameson, and Dowd playing a character named Patty Levin. Amanda Warren is playing a character named Lucy Warburton. Excuse me. Michael Gaston, or Gaston if you want to say it in French, is playing a gentleman named Dean. Margaret Qualley is playing Jill Garvey, so she's supposed to be the daughter of the other two. And and then it goes from there. I mean, Charlie Carver, Max Carver, Chris Zilka, Emily Mead. So some of these names I am familiar with, and very, very good actors. So it'll definitely be interesting. Now the pilot's supposed to be 72 minutes long, so Sunday will definitely be a late night for me, because that means I'd have to go back and watch Falling Skies when it re-airs at midnight. So I'll probably do my Leftovers review right after the show, and then come back later that night and do my review for Falling Skies. But Leftovers, are any of you interested in the show? Have you seen the previews? Have you read the book? If you've read the book, let me know what you think about it. I know nothing. I have not read the book. In fact, I've never even heard of the book until I saw the preview for the show, and I did a little look up on it. So, but definitely looking forward to it. This Sunday, HBO, 9 o'clock, Leftovers. You can expect my review after the show. Looking forward to it. Please share anything regarding the show, or if you've read the book, please no spoilers, though. We don't want spoilers here. So, but that's it. There's really not much to talk about. Show hasn't started yet. So this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.